Hi, my name is Jason and this is my vlog called Living with CMT. I hope you enjoy.
I just wanted to show you this. This is a present that we had from our friend, the one I told you about before, my next door neighbour's mum, Janet. She actually hand carved this herself. As you can see, the work that's gone into it looks amazing, absolutely amazing. And at the same time, she also bought Deb a little something because for my mum, this Janet, she got me mum a meerkat that had been, what's the word I'm looking for? Stitched, sewn, knitted. Thank you, Deb. Knitted, yeah. And this is what she got Deb. A knitted giraffe. How cool is that? Well, Deb is absolutely mental on giraffes, and I mean mental on giraffes. And they just happened to notice that it's also in the colours of the local football team, Blackpool FC, which is a complete coincidence, but yeah, Deb absolutely loves that. And look at the daft expression on its face. Look at that. And I don't mean Deb either.
Oh no, you can't see me, can you?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
Oh, no.
Sorry, I got you in that one, Deb. Yeah, so there you go.
Good evening, folks. It's Saturday evening and it's 7:30. As you can see from the video I've just put on, it's been a really good day today. We've had a visit from Janet, who was, like I said before, my next door neighbour's son, my next door neighbour's mother. She popped in to see us, and as you can see, she bought us some lovely gifts. She also, after we'd finished having a cup of tea and a rattle for a bit, we went up to my mum's. We presented my mum with her 70th birthday poem, designed in a special presentation with a frame. So she's over the moon with that, the poem that I wrote for her. So she was over the moon with that, and the handmade card Deb made, which I haven't got a picture for you today, but I'll show you tomorrow. Because it's on Deb's phone, and I haven't got Deb's phone at the moment. I just went out of focus there for a minute. I don't know what happened there. Anyway, it's been quite an eventful day. Like I said, we've had visitors. I've spoke to my sister for a little bit. My sister Paula. And yeah, not too bad at all. If you can hear the barking in the background, that's not our dog. That's next door's dog, who goes loopy at anything that goes past in the cemetery, because we live behind the cemetery, you see. Yeah, like I said, it's been an all right kind of day. Me and our Paula this morning, and Deb, funny enough, and my mum and Deb's mum, have all been talking about everyone's favourite subject, and that's that Brexit thing. And I had a really funny video this morning, which I posted on to quite a lot of people who would appreciate it. And it's basically, I think one of the best lines in it is where this woman is pretending to be, well, not pretending to be, she's just being the speaker in the House of Commons, as if she's like, you know, the speaker. And she goes on to say that the nays, the yeses have got it, that will stay in, compared to the noes that haven't. And one of the class lines in it is the fact that she says, we have to remember that this is a democracy, and we have to go by the majority decision of the MPs who ignored the majority decision of their constituents, which I thought was quite amusing, really, because if you think about it, 17.4 million people voted. I think they said it was 17.4 million who voted to leave the EU. And if every one of the constituents that people voted to get an MP, you know, every one of the MPs that was from them constituents actually left, decided that they wanted to leave the EU, like their constituents wanted, then this debate wouldn't even be going on, because we'd have left by now. I think it's wrong that you've got a lot of people sitting there in Parliament and all they're bothered about is their the impact this will have on them financially. They are sitting there and thinking, hang on a minute, we're getting paid because we're members of the European Parliament as well, and we're on a nice cushy number here, and if we leave the EU, we're not going to be able to be a member of the European Parliament no more. So all they're thinking of, which I've found a lot of Remain are thinking of, is themselves and greed. That's what a lot of Remainers are. They are greedy people. They are people who basically are looking out for what they want from it, not the future. They're not bothered about what people are going to do in 100 years, because that's what I'm looking at. I mean, because I'll get no benefit from us leaving the EU. I won't get any benefit from it, not in my lifetime. I'll be lucky if I've got another 40 or 50 years left, because I'm 46. So, you know, it's not going to happen in my lifetime. But I was hoping that we'd see sense and leave, so that the next generation and the generation after that can come forward and say, yes, you know, the people did right by us. You know, they left the EU. They got us back on a firm standing. They got us growing his own products and producing his own stuff. We don't need to import from Europe all the time. We don't need Europe to say so in anything. We control his own laws, his own immigration, his own National Health Service, everything. We do it all ourselves. We've stood on his own 2 feet. But obviously the younger generation, which I'm sorry, but most of it is the younger generation, want us to stay in Europe because of what they can get out of it. Not what their next generation can get, or the one after that. They're not bothered about that. It's self, self, self. I think a lot, I'm not saying all, because I don't want to drop myself in it, but I would say 90% of the Remainers are selfish. They want to remain for selfish reasons. Whereas 90% of the Leave want to leave not for selfish reasons, because why would they, what selfish reason would they get for leaving if you think about it? Because it's going to take 10 or 20 years really to get back on any firm footing. And they are basically saying, look, we know it's going to take a while, but we're prepared for it. You know, we'll wait for the next generation to come along. They can reap the benefits. Whereas the Remain campaign are just thinking, well, think about what we can get out of this, you know. And at the end of the day, that's the debate that's going on. I was talking as well today about something which I didn't realise was affecting a certain member of my family so badly, and that's the fear of mortality. Now, a few years back, as people will know if they've seen me vlog and if they know me, I had a really, really bad scare. I had very, very bad problems with my stomach, and all the symptoms that I had were stomach cancer. Now, luckily, it wasn't stomach cancer. It was a bacterial infection called H. pylori, where I had to have a pipe shoved down my throat and have biopsies taken. And I was lucky in that respect. But I'd already said to myself, look, if I've got stomach cancer, and it's the big C, and there's nothing I can do about it, you know, say that they turned me around and said they can't do anything because it's too far gone or whatever, then I could accept that, you know, it was game over. It was one of them things, you can't say when you're going to go, you know. And Deb had even said to me that if that would have been the case, she would have got the, you know, the what do you call them, parson or whatever, I don't know what they're called, the padre, sorry, from the church to marry us there and then in the hospital. She'd have married me before I'd passed away. Now, I know some people can't accept the fact that one day they're not going to be here. You know, some people are really, really, oh, you know, I don't want to go and I don't want to do. The one thing, the only thing every person on this planet is guaranteed from the minute they're born is knowing that they are going to die. You know, it's not a nice subject, don't get me wrong. I don't sit talking about death all the time. I'm not one of them morbid people who, oh, you know, die this and die that. I don't do all that. But you accept as you get older and keep getting older, and you add on another year and another year and another year and another year. Soon, you know, you start off at 10, 20, 30, 40, and before you know it, you're 70, 80, you know, and then it gets closer. But I pointed out that I'm 46, so I've already had 46 more years than some of the unlucky people out there who don't get that life. They've been taken away from us way too early. I mean, my own dad, he only went when he was 61. Well, that's only 15 years in front of me. You know, that's only 15 years away. But I'm not counting down the days till I reach 61 so I can say, oh, God, you know, will I get past it? Will I get past it? I'm not doing that. You can forget that for a game of soldiers. Sorry, that's just an expression we use over here. For my American friends, that's just an expression we use. It means you can forget that. You know, it doesn't mean a game of soldiers or nothing like that. And we also got talking about, what else were we talking about earlier to do with that? Oh, it's to do with dying and again, but it's to do with how you die. And now, obviously, people have got different fears of what they don't want to die of. Some people don't want to drown. Some people don't want to burn to death. My fear, and I've always had it for since I can always remember as far back as I can, is being buried alive. That's my one fear. I used to have nightmares, I still do every so often, where I wake up and I'm actually in a coffin, but I'm underground, and I've come alive in the coffin. And I've literally got a piece of wood that's about 4 inches above my head. And I'm in this box that's completely sealed up, you know, with 2 tons of soil on me. So I'm never going to get out. And I used to have nightmares about that. I would wake up sometimes. Sometimes I'd scream out in the night, you know, and it is a fear of mine. Yeah, it is a fear of mine, being buried alive. Some people are scared of drowning, you know. They don't want to have the lungs filled with water. Some people are burned to death, you know. But none of us chooses, as I pointed out, we don't get to choose how we die unless we take our own lives, you know. You don't, when you're 20, suddenly think, oh, I'm going to be dead at 75 from an heart attack. You don't know that. You know, unless you put things in motion to kill yourself, then you're never going to know, really. So, yeah, like I said, I was having this big debate. And have you noticed, by the way, I've got the shine back in my hair. Look, can you see the light shining on my head? That's hitting the grey, that is. If I blind you, I do apologise. Yeah, I actually was finally able to get up to my mum's today and have a proper shower. So I feel nice and clean, nice and fresh. I was tired and worn out by the time I got out of the shower, because people with CMT will know that standing in a shower or sitting in a shower and washing your body can tire you out really bad. And that's what happened to me today. I was shattered by the time I finished. I really was worn out. My feet were aching. And it was funny because when I was sitting up my mum's, and obviously I took my shoes off at my mum's because I was going to have a shower, and I just took my sock off, and literally my foot was purple and blue. There was no colour in it, whatever, and this was the middle of the day, so it wasn't cold outside. It wasn't freezing cold. I was in my mum's flat, which was nice and warm, and yet my foot was as blue as the sky. It was literally that colour. Some of it was even darker than that. It was darker purple like the ocean. I know. So CMT's got a lot to answer for, I tell you. It used to frighten Deb when she used to see the fact that from just below my knee, my legs used to go blue and purple. And now she's used to it, she's fine. But at one point, it used to scare the hell out of her. She used to think, you know, I was going to have my leg amputated or something because the circulation was that bad. But no, it's just part and parcel of my CMT. I've also got, obviously, I must have, what do they call it, bad blood flow or something like that. I don't know what they call it anyway. But something messes about with the flow of blood to my body as well, because that's why I go blue in the warmth and I can go red in the cold. It's really, really strange. But anyway, on that note, I'm going to disappear. I shall do another video tomorrow. Thank you for all my watchers again, and hopefully it won't be... Sorry, I inadvertently pressed off then by accident. What I'm saying is it won't be too long, I don't think, before I might get some more subscribers. You don't know, because of me new partnership, my advertising partnership deal with Smash Bomb. So we shall see, won't we? Anyway, you all take care for now, and I'll see you soon. Hi, I hope you enjoyed the vlog, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and a like. Thank you very much. And if you like what you saw, you can subscribe by clicking there. And if you want to see what I did yesterday, you've just got to click up there. Bye for now.